Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm India and this is my truth. I want to start off by saying I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not a licensed therapist. I am not trying to change anyone's religious beliefs in any type of way. This is just my truth, my beliefs, and my stories. So the question is, do you believe in generational curses? Do you? Well, my answer is no. I feel there's no such thing as generational curses. I feel like certain things, patterns, beliefs, energies, traditions been passed on from generation to generations. That's actually been hindering us in certain type of ways. And what I mean, like, say for instance, if you're Muslim, if you was raised, your parents believe in a certain religions, then 9 times out of 10 you will believe in that certain religion, right? Recipes has been passed down from generation to generations. I think a lot of things that they say is hereditary is not. I feel like a lot of the way we're cooking is hereditary. Like the certain recipes, the way you're cooking. If you're cooking soul foods that's full of fat and grease, then 9 times out of 10 you're gonna teach that same thing to your kids or your grandkids, right? So if your grandmother was eating hog maws and pig feet, 9 times out of 10 you probably gonna be cooking hog maws, pig feet, neck bones, collard greens, stuff like that, right? Stuff that's gonna clog your arteries. So that's what I mean when I say certain things been passed down that's hindering us. Same thing with beliefs, different beliefs, or different fears. Say for instance, like if your family, if your grandmother or your mother was the type of person that scare you with everything, like don't go over here, such and such got killed, such and such got shot, it'll instill that fear into you, right? So you'll start being scared of everything. So it's like you'll do that, and then you'll do it to your kids, and pass that fear. You'll pass that fear down from generation to generation. Just like you'll pass those bad cooking habits down from generation to generation. You keep passing that poverty mindset down from generation to generation. And what I mean, like, say for instance, what poverty-stricken people, like, we always thinking about the lack thereof. Like, I don't have this and I don't have that, and I don't have enough money. If you thinking about that, again, longer than 17 seconds, you're going to continue to attract something like it. So if you're thinking about you don't have money, you won't have money. That's poverty mindset. So you have to change that mindset. So I'm going to start thinking positive. I'm going to start instilling better into my kids. We have to change the way we're thinking. We got to change what we're putting into our kids. We have to change the mindset of our kids. For example, me and my auntie was talking about my grandmother, and I know, like, back in the days, like, older people didn't believe. I don't care what your husband did; they didn't believe in you leaving them. You had to stick by your man, and I feel like that was teaching us to accept anything and to settle for whatever a man put out, right? So if you instilling it, if that's what that's what our grandma taught us, and we teaching it to our kids and our grandkids, you know what I'm saying? So you see how that pattern just continually to go down, go through that generation. So it'll be a bunch of women that feel like they have to accept whatever from a man, right? So that's what I mean when I say generational curses or old the same bad patterns or habits or beliefs, right? So we just have to change the way we've been thinking, change what we're instilling into our kids. Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm India and this is my truth. I want to start off by saying I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not a licensed therapist. I am not trying to change anyone's religious beliefs in any type of way. This is just my truth, my beliefs, and my stories. So the question is, do you believe in generational curses? Do you? Also, if you have parents that instilled in you, you have to go to work every day, you work hard to provide for your family, you get up, you do that same thing again every day. It'll probably be harder for you to think that you can go out and create your own business. It's probably a fear in you that you can't do it because it's always been instilled in you to secure a job, to work for somebody else. It's all about job security. So it'll be harder for some people that been instilled into to feel like, oh, I can do this on my own. I can be an entrepreneur. I can do this. You'll have that fear like, oh, I gotta go to work. I need to go to work. I can't make it. I can't do it. So you'll fail. You'll fail because that's what you believe. It's all about what's programmed in your subconscious. So you have to just change the way the way you think, and then change that mindset from, with your kids and grandkids. So don't instill that same fear into your kids and grandkids. So with that being said, now that it's all about patterns, energies, beliefs, stuff that's being taught to kids, you probably need to be a little more mindful about who you let around your kids, because up until the age of 7, kids are like sponges. So if you got somebody keeping your kids as negative and always gossiping or instilling fear into your kids, guess what? They only hindering your kids, because that's what your kids believe. Whatever they hear them or see them doing, the example that they're setting, that's what your kids gonna go by. So why not make a conscious decision to change that pattern? Start giving your kids affirmations. Like, let them know that they're beautiful, they're smart, they're worthy. Let them know how great they are. Let them know that they have confidence. Help build their confidence. So instead of letting just passing your kids on to somebody else and just thinking, oh, they just kids, they not gonna pick up. They picking up on it. And you're just hindering them. If they're around the wrong type of people, or they're around negative people, or poverty mindset people, or whatever, like, stuff like that, then you know what? It's only being taught to your kids. So let's start just changing our mindset, deliberately trying to reprogram our minds to think positive, to teach our kids to think positive, our grandkids to think positive, to have a positive mindset, to be consciously aware of the present. Like, start teaching it to our kids now, to be aware of the blessings that God's given us, instead of sitting around complaining. Because if you think about it, a lot of our parents, grandparents sit around, complain, mad all day, and all you see is suffering, stuff that they don't want. Every time you turn around, something happens, That's their mindset. So start teaching your kids to be more grateful, show gratitude. One thing I teach my kids, and I tell, people that I talk to all the time, I feel like God is like a mom, right? Say for instance, like, if you if your mom give you something and you like, whatever, it ain't too likely your mom gonna continue to give you something, keep blessing you, right? But if you sit around and you like, oh, I thank you, showing gratitude and being gracious for the things that you're getting, and thank you, mom, thank you, you keep getting blessed with more. So I feel like that's the same thing with God. Show gratitude. When you get up and show gratitude for the smallest things, God will bless you with more. Say for instance, like, if you have a house and you're not satisfied, instead of complaining about that house, I thank God for this house. I thank God for the moment. I thank God for what I have now. I'm grateful for this house, but God, I would like better. I would like more space, but I'm grateful. Show gratitude. That, I feel like that's the biggest way to God's heart. Well, I'm wrapping it up. I hope y'all like this information. If you do, like and subscribe, share, tell your friends about my page. I want to teach this to so many others. I want to help somebody. If it's only one person, I'm here for it. Remember, out of sight, out of mind, out of reality. Love y'all. Bye.